Hey, this is Russ. Hey, what are you afraid of? Let me tell you what I'm afraid of, okay? I think the number one thing I'm afraid of right now is falling down the stairs. Yep, I've done that before, and my wife has, and so has my daughter. Let me tell you how the first time I fell down the stairs happened. Okay, this was at our home back in California. All right, this is before the knee replacement stuff. All right, and I'm going down the stairs relatively quickly, as I usually do. Not anymore, okay, but as I usually do. And I slipped and fell down the stairs. Probably, I'm gonna say maybe a good 7 steps, something like that. Okay. My wife fell down the stairs at our old home. We have a different home right now. This is in the Chicago area. She fell down the stairs, and she probably went down about 6 or 7 steps as well. Okay. And my daughter fell down the stairs at our current home. She probably went down maybe about that many steps too. Okay. And here's how all these things happened. It's because in many Asian homes, we don't wear shoes in the house. Okay. Typically, when you come in the house, you take your shoes off and you're usually in your stocking feet. Okay. So, yeah, all of us had socks on. And I think because of the socks, you don't really have a very good grip when you're going down the stairs. Yeah, it's true. So I think we slipped on the fact that our socks were slipping or something, and we went down the stairs. Now, luckily for me, when I fell down the stairs, actually, I'm thinking back now. I actually fell down the stairs a second time at the old house too, not the California house. So I fell down the stairs in California. I fell down the stairs in the Chicago house as well. Okay, so the first time I fell down the stairs, it was carpeted stairs. Okay, so it didn't hurt as bad, but yeah, it still hurts. The second time I fell down the stairs, these are hardwood floor stairs. Okay, so there's no carpeting. Same thing for my wife and same thing for my daughter. Okay, we don't have carpeting on our stairs. And my wife hurt herself pretty good. I think she says her tailbone still hurts. And that's been probably, I would say maybe over 10 years now. Yeah. My daughter, I don't know if hers still hurts or not, but she fell down the same way too. Kind of slipped a little bit because, no shoes on. And I don't know if she still hurts or not. I don't hurt anymore from that. All right. But it is the number one fear I have with my knee replacement. Since having the knee replacement, I wear shoes now. I don't wear just socks at home. So it kind of breaks a little bit from the Asian tradition of, not wearing shoes. But I have shoes dedicated specifically for in-home use. And then there's, of course, outdoor shoes. Okay. So the shoes that I wear are typically sneakers or gym shoes, or whatever you want to call athletic shoes. Okay. So I have an inexpensive pair that I bought at Costco. I think it's made by Fila. And typically I wear Adidas shoes when I go outside. Adidas tends to have a wider width, just so that you guys know. I have a little bit wider feet. And so I typically, if I can't find a wider width, I'll go up maybe a half a size, something like that. So I use Fila for indoors, okay, and I use Adidas for outdoors, okay. But anyways, I wear shoes now. I also want to tell you too, besides falling down the stairs, falling outside is something that I have fear of, and this is why I usually will bring my cane with me when I don't feel comfortable, thinking that maybe the terrain might be might not be so good. It might be a little rockier or a little uneven. I'll usually use my cane. I usually have my cane with me, even though I tell you guys that I try my best not to use the cane. I usually have it with me if I'm going outside. Now, I know eventually I have to stop doing that because that's the only way to break yourself from the cane. All right. But yeah, I have a fear of falling. I did fall outside of Costco once. I made a video about that. I'll put a link about that up here. And it really made me a little disheartened because nobody came to help me, and I know people were around me and they saw me fall. Okay, so finally a Costco employee came running over and he helped me up. So and my wife was there too. But watch that other video if you want to see what happened at the Costco parking lot. Okay, I feel a little bit less able now because of the knee. Let me tell you some of the other things that I can't do because of this knee. All right, I can't cut the grass. So since the knees started hurting, I started using lawn maintenance services for our home. Okay, now we don't have a huge amount of grass to cut, quite frankly, but it was enough that even the pushing of the lawnmower was difficult for me to do. It would take a toll on my knees. So while we were at the other home, I think we've been at our new home at least 4 years now. So while we were at the other home for many years, I don't know how many years, maybe, I don't even want to guess, 4 or 5 years, maybe more. At the old home, we started using a lawn maintenance service. And I don't really like doing that because it costs money, right? It's not cheap to do. And it's something that, most guys would say, hey, I could do this, right? And I had been doing it ever since I was a kid. Yeah, okay, let me put a side note to this. I always had a fear of lawnmowers because as a little kid, I remember my brother was cutting the grass while we were growing up, and he ran over a bicycle chain, okay? And that bicycle chain went flying out of that lawnmower and hit me in my leg, okay? It really knocked me over. So I had a fear of cutting grass for a long time, but of course, eventually, you get over it and you start cutting grass again. So anyways, you kind of feel like you should cut your own grass, but I can't do that. I can't even do the pushing of that. So we pay for that. So the knee is costing me money, right? It's costing me lawn maintenance. All right. Snow blowing. Okay, let's talk about that. Now, when I first got my knee replaced, it was September 19th, 2019. So, of course, as you're rehabbing yourself, winter's coming up. And, of course, winter is kind of tough in Chicago sometimes. We have some heavy snow. And luckily for me, the first winter of snow right after the knee replacement, it wasn't too bad. And so my wife had shoveled it herself because we have a driveway we have to shovel and, of course, a walkway. And we do have a very heavy-duty snow blower. It's one of these huge monster things that are self-propelled. So she shoveled most of the time, but when it needed the snow blower, she tried doing it once, and then I said, I've got to go out there to do it. So I did it, and with my bad knee, this would probably be only 3 or 4 months after my knee surgery. So I've been having problems, so it was difficult. But the fact that you're holding the snow blower, okay, because this is big and heavy, right? And it's self-propelled. So I put it on the slowest possible setting so it wasn't going too fast. And I just basically walked it. And it worked okay. So we were lucky. But, snow blowing is something of concern too. If you're getting your knee done around this time of the year, which is the winter, when we're recording this thing, you have to kind of wonder who's going to be doing the snow, all right? So if you live in the areas where we have some heavy snow, it is a concern. It is something that you will have to think about, something that might be an issue for you, okay? Here's another thing I found out. Putting up Christmas ornaments, all right? This isn't easy to do either because you got to climb the ladder to do that, okay? I'm talking about outdoor ornaments, all right? And typically, I would do the outdoor lighting stuff, okay? Okay, I'm not like the Griswolds on National Lampoon, okay? I don't light up the whole thing. But we do run a string of lights, along the garage edge and along the edge of the house, okay? So you need a ladder to get up there, and I don't climb ladders anymore. So the knee replacement has also stopped me from climbing ladders, yeah. Indoors, I don't usually climb the ladders much either, right? So let me just say this, because of the knee replacement, there are things that I can and cannot do still. These are probably the biggest things. Anything like climbing a ladder, I don't do that anymore. And, anything that's strenuous as far as pushing a lawnmower, I can't do that anymore either. These are things that cost me money, right? Because I'm going to have someone else do it. Now, luckily for me, my wife has been putting up the ornament. She did it for the last 2 times and taking it down too, okay? So that's not so hard, okay? But it is something that, as a guy, you kind of look at it and say, I should be doing this, but I can't. And there's temptation. Sometimes you just feel like, yeah, I'm just going to get up on that ladder and do this thing. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Find someone else to do it for you. It's not worth the chance of falling, Okay. Anyways, it's just something simple I just wanted to talk about and let you guys know, how I've noticed my life has changed a little bit since this knee replacement. And eventually, I might actually have to get the second knee done too. So obviously, if that happens, absolutely no way am I getting on a ladder. Okay. Let me close by saying this. I have been on a ladder a couple of times, but it's just the first or second rung just to get a little higher to do something. Like I had to put out our flag, okay? Whenever it's like 4th of July or some type of major national holiday, I usually put the flag up on our house. And I can't reach the flag. I don't know what they call that thing that holds your flag, okay? So I got to get up one or two rungs, and I have a very small step stool type of ladder thing, and I've gotten on those. But, I'm talking about 8-foot, 10-foot ladders. No, I'm not climbing those. You don't do it either, okay? All right, anyways, if you like the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys next time.